So you can see here, last night I did the pre-release tournament, which is you pay 30 bucks and they give you 6 packs from a box and you open, and then you make a random ass deck. Color doesn't matter with those 6 packs of 40 cards and up to 5 babies or Digitama. I went 2-2, so I won 2, lost 2. But I pulled this sick Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode alternate art from one of my 6 packs. Very exciting. Let me see what I got in this promo pack before we get into the box. Every time you do a tournament, you get a pre-release pack like this too. So this isn't super rare, but sometimes you get cool shit in here. I don't think they have ultra rares in them or secret rares, just like up to... Oh, man. I always fuck those up. You're supposed to open the corner and then pull it down. That's how they're made, so you don't have to bend the cards. But I fucked it up. There's a skill to them that I'm not good at yet. Alright. I already got one of these. This is my second pre-release Cyclonemon. Second Cyclone... Well, actually, I don't think I have my other one as pre-release. And then pre-release Halcyon. Pretty cool. Best way to open this, I don't know. Get this plastic off this bitch. Ah, there you go. And if you look at it, this is actually kind of a cool looking box. I love this art with like, I'm gonna move this up. I keep trying to put it up higher. This art with like Gamamon and the Imperial Dramon. I think it's really cool. I love little Galemont. He looks pretty sweet. And there's a Holo Gamamon in this set, I believe, that has a really good inherent effect. So this is a Galemont Holo. Once per turn when you play a red tamer, draw a card. An inherited effect, if this Digimon has 6,000 DP or more, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 or less. That's very strong in a red deck. There's a lot of red cards that do that now. I know there's an Agumon, Biomon does that, Bergermon does that. Just the deleting when you attack is very nice. But then also in my pre-release packs, I pulled Flame Dramon, the Fire of Courage, or whatever the fuck he says in the show. He's got the Armor Purge again, so if he would be destroyed, instead you just get rid of the top Digimon. And then when attacking, he gets plus 3,000 DP for the turn, and then he's obviously the dual-colored red and blue, so you could use red and blue options with him. Another one that I kind of liked is there's a lot of tamers like this now, like Cody, Jolie. If you have a yellow Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. So there's a lot of memory setter out there where it's set to 3, or like Joe and Sora where it's if your opponent has Digimon without Digivolutions, gain 2 memory. But in this set there's a lot of tamers where it's like if you have a certain color you gain 1 memory, and then obviously if you have 4 of these tamers out there, every turn if you have that color you're getting 4 more memory, which is really good. But for a lot of decks like red, I don't think you're necessarily going to have a lot of tamers in your deck because you want a lot of Digimon so you can Digivolve quickly. So let's get to the packs. Open this bad boy up. Ooh, and this got the box topper Yoli. I've got the pre-release Yoli too. So now I've got pre-release and box topper. And this is another one of those ones like I was telling you about where if you have a red Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. And when one of your Digimons of 2 or more colors attacks, you can suspend this tamer, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. But yeah, this is another... I already have a couple Yolis now. I've got the pre-release Yoli where it says like pre-release here, and this is the box topper art. It's cool. And then, like you called out, Arrow Vidramon 0. And I've actually got another one of these. This is strange because this is the second set of exactly this I had. Last week I did a tournament at my local card shop, and they gave us one of these too, which was this little clear plastic thing. It's got Arrow Vidramon 0, and behind it is, I'll open it for you just so you can see it. Traps the top 3 cards of your deck. Then if you have a tamer in play, this Digimon gets plus 3,000 for the turn. Inherited effect when attacking, you may place 3 non-Digi-A cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. This Digimon get plus 2,000 DP for the turn. And then Ul Force Vidramon 0, Ul Force Vidramon being the starter deck. You may place 3 non-Digi-A cards from your trash when Digivolving at the bottom of your deck in any order. To unsuspend this Digimon in one of your tamers. Ooh, so it's like a free unsuspend. And then once per turn, when a card is returned from your trash to your deck, gain 1 memory. That's pretty sick. Alright. First pack. Rub it for good luck. What do we got? What do we got? Let me see if I can do this right. You're supposed to pull it to the side and then pull it down. Oh, I did it! So we got Scorpiomon, Pulsemon, Hookmon, dual type blue and black. I already have one of these. So, inherent effect when attacking, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Chimeramon. This is an X antibody card. So it's a Beast Dragon / X antibody. One of your effects plays Digivolution card under this Digimon. You may Digivolve this card, Digimon card in your hand of X antibody and its traits. By playing its Digivolution cost, this Digimon will Digivolve this effect, reduce Digivolution cost by 1. While this Digimon has X antibody and its traits, it gains Reboot. You can unsuspend it during your opponent's unsuspend phase. Okay. I have a shiny of this one, actually. This Pistamon, I believe. So, his effect is basically, when I Digivolve in this card, I can suspend another Digimon to reduce the cost by 2. So, basically, I'm Digivolving for the memory cost of 1. And then, all turns, he gets plus 1,000 DP for each of your suspended Digimon. Ultimate Brachiomon. It's a level 6, costs 3, which is super cheap. No effects, though. That's why he's cheap. 13,000 DP. And he's black and red. Chimeramon. When a card is trashed in your deck, draw 1 card. Innocence Blizzard. I already put one of these in my deck. So basically what this does is I trash the bottom Digivolution of all of my opponent's Digimon. Then I can choose 3 of them who have no Digivolutions. And they can't attack. Or attack or block next turn. We got a Zulong. This is pretty common. I've got one of these already from the preset packs. Trash top card of your security stack to gain 2 memory. When attacking, I don't know why the fuck you would want to do that unless you had some sort of tamer effect that lets you, or some other effect that lets you automatically recover when you have 3 or less, which exists, but I guess that's very specific play. And one of your other Digimon Digivolves, you can unsuspend it. That's kind of cool. So you could attack, check security, and then Digivolve, and then Zulongmon's effect lets him unsuspend, and you can check security again. Bancho Mamemon. I have another one of these too. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck for each of your opponent's Digimon. You can also play 1 Digimon card of Mamemon in its name and a memory cost of 10 or less among the revealed cards without paying its memory cost. Trash the remaining cards. Alright, let's see what we got in the next one. Mamemon, Middle Mamemon were the OG Digimon Digivice. That's awesome! Metal Mamemon. I still feel like it'd be cool to have like a Digivice. I know you've got them. Damn it! I didn't get that one right. Oh, I wasn't even open in front of the camera. Let's see. Get the rest of this bad boy open. I wonder if they do that on purpose, like put the hollows at the back because they know people like to open, to make it like more likely for people to open their packs on camera. I don't know. Mushroomon, just a level 3 purple. There's better options. Chimeramon, we had one before. Galemont again, level 3 red. Skull Satamon, trash the top 2 cards of your deck, then return 1 card of Demon Lord and its traits from your trash to your hand. When a card is trashed in your deck, gain 1 memory. Kind of cool. Patamon! You can DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon playing Digimon card in your hand by playing its Digivolution cost. End of turn. Scorpiomon. Senbon Daken. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play in any number of Digimon cards of Mamemon. Wow, really going for Mamemon here. Of Mamemon in their names, whose play costs add up to 15 or less among them without paying the memory cost. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with memory cost of 6 or less for each Digimon played with this effect. Trash the remaining cards. Memory cost of 6 or less, that's basically like a fucking level 4, level 5 Digimon. Somewhere around there, so... Devimon. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 tamer card among them to your hand, and trash 1 purple Digimon card among them. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Samadhi Santi. You may suspend one of your Digimon to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or tamers. Your opponent's card suspend with this effect can't unsuspend until the end of their next turn. This would have helped me last night. I literally had a scenario where it's like, fuck, when I pass turn, he's got 2 and I'm going to lose. So if I could have suspended... And honestly, it's just because I play to win, I don't play not to lose. which is I don't pay attention to what my opponent has, so I think I'm finally set up well, and it's like, oh, well, he's going to win next turn because he's got enough Digimon to just win. Because you can't block. Well, you can block if you have a blocker, but if they're going to attack your security stack, there's not much you can do about it unless you have a blocker or something else, or something good in your security stack. And like if it's 1-1, they can't attack. Ooh, another shiny Gamamon. I like this card a lot. As a inherit effect, 6,000 DP or more, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. When you play a red tamer, draw a card. And then Dark Gaia Force. This is a good ass card. So if you know anything about Gaia Force, the original Gaia Force is just delete one Digimon. And it's the same cost. They both cost 8. So normal Gaia Force is just a red, and it's delete one Digimon. This is choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play costs add up to 15 or less and delete them. So theoretically, with this card, same cost, you could be deleting 3 or 4 Digimon, depending on how low the play cost is. Sometimes a lot of decks will try to get like a bunch of rookies on the board, so they can just swipe, swing against your security stack. But with Dark Gaia Force, you can get rid of multiple. So I think this is much better than normal Gaia Force. This is a good card. Soulmon. Inherit effect, when a card is trashed in your deck, gain a memory. That's good for purple. Ankylomon. When you would play this card from your hand, if you have blue Digimon played, reduce the cost by 1. So you're basically paying it for 3. And it's level 4, I guess. Maybe, I don't see that seeing play, but I don't know. If you have a blue Digimon in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000. Okay, that's for like dual types. Here's the Angemon I was talking about. So if you have 3 or fewer security cards, when you Digivolve into something else from this Angemon, so go from this level 4 to level 5, you automatically recover 1 security from the top of your deck. I like that. I used it a couple times last night, actually. And then when attacking, if 3 or fewer security cards, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its hand. Alekmon, Patamon again. This Black Greymon I showed you earlier, where if you have a red Digimon, it gains blocker as an inherited effect. Shurimon, it's another armor. Oh, it's not an armor. This is a... No, this is an armor. Armor Digivolve. So it costs 2 to Digivolve from Hawkmon. Otherwise, it's level 3. When Digivolving one of your opponent's Digimon of blocker, can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's very specific. I don't like that. Vmon, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 2-colored blue card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards bottom of your deck in any order. I think that's going to be good for the new Imperial Digimon. I don't know. I don't know what the deck is for new Imperial Digimon. Kikimon. When an effect places a Digivolution card in this Digimon, it gets 1,000 DP at the end of your opponent's next turn. So for like X antibody, I guess, which is just placing a lot of cards under other cards, and that's our shinies. Sylphimon, I remember this from the show. So this is a DNA Digivolve. So a level 4 red plus level 4 yellow. Digivolve unsuspended if the 2 specified Digimon stack top each other. So you could also just Digivolve from a red or yellow for 4. But what's cool about this is you're setting up a combo with the Jagras, which is the DNA Digivolve. Where you are... It costs 0 to DNA Digivolve for 1 instead of paying 4. And when you DNA Digivolve, you can unsuspend your Digimon. And it counts as a new Digimon, I'm pretty sure, as well. So any effects on that previous Digimon, or the previous Digimon, like if someone said that can't attack or block, I believe from what I've heard with the new rules, this counts as a whole new Digimon, so it wouldn't work on those. And when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 5,000 for the turn. Then when DNA Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon 5,000 DP or less. So up to a 10,000. If you DNA Digivolve, if you're, say you have an opponent with a Digimon that has 10,000 DP or less on the field, you immediately give it minus 5,000. And then if you DNA Digivolved, on top of minus 5,000, you could destroy it. So that's pretty cool. Might be useful. And delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. When attacking, that's pretty sick, actually. That's pretty good for red. That's like a strong red maneuver. And then Ophanimon, fall down mode, fucking sick. But this card's effect, when Digivolving, if Digimon is a purple card, it's Digivolution cards. Delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, If this Digimon has a yellow card and it's Digivolution cards, recovery +1. On deletion, you can play 1 purple or yellow, level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying memory cost. That's kind of nice. Alright, we got Scorpiomon right off the bat, I can see. Just a level 5, cost 2. Galemon, Exermon. You may spend one of your Digimon to spend one of your opponent's Digimon. When Digivolving, that's a pretty good effect. Again, I could have used last night. Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for each of your other suspended Digimon. Inherited effect, Captain Hookmon. So if you have this on the field, when an opponent plays a level 5 or higher Digimon, you gain 1 memory and you draw a card. It's kind of nice. The Greymon we've already seen. Battle Gamamon. It has Blitz, so this Digimon can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory. That's kind of nice, and it only costs 2 to Digivolve to him as well. So if you Digivolve from 0, so even when it says it's your opponent's turn, if you Digivolve Battle Galemon, you can attack still, which is nice. You go to 0, you pay 2, they have 2 memory, and you get a swing in if you want to risk it. I think the art on this card is funny. The Betsumon, the fake Gatomon. You may and he's playing Digimon too. He's playing Digimon card game. You may I don't like his effect, I don't think. You may trash 1 card in your hand to treat this Digimon as also having the colors of a trash card for the turn. This Digimon has 2 or more colors, draw 2. So if you trashed a dual color, I guess maybe that could be good for yellow-purple. Like the... what's his name? Mastamon deck. You may delete one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon for level less than or equal to the delete Digimon's level. Chimeramon, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card of Gagamon or Rapidmon and its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. TK Takaishi. Takaishi is probably right. And then one of your opponent's Digimon attacks one of your blue Digimon. You could spend him to draw a card. Digimon Emperor. Our boy. I like this card. So it's when one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon is deleted, you can suspend this tamer to draw 1. I think this is very, very good for like a red deck, because a lot of the effects and inherited effects are deleted Digimon of 4,000 or 3,000 DP. So let's say you swipe with your level 6 or level 5 and you have inherited effects that are destroying Digimon on your opponent's side of the field, then you can activate this, suspend Digimon Emperor, and then you draw a card. And then on your opponent's turn, if they move up a level 3 Digimon from their breeding zone to play, then I gain 2 memory. So I would assume people are smart enough to know not to do that while this is on the field. At least the people I play with, I'm pretty sure they would never do that on accident. But if you're playing with someone who wasn't paying attention and they, for whatever, or they just didn't give a shit and they really wanted to like swing, you would get the 2 memory. So that's kind of cool. I like the all turns effect better where you spend and draw a card when level 5 or lower is deleted. I think that's good for red. And this is kind of like a bonus. Flame Hell Scythe, purple yellow. One of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 6,000 DP for the turn. Then play 1 purple or yellow Digimon of 6,000 DP or less from your trash without paying its memory cost. This is a fucking good card. This is a really good card. Very sick. This is a good pack. Digimon Emperor and Flame Hell Scythe. Damn it! I did it again! Another Skull Satamon. Lightning Blade, which is... I guess that's the move for this armored Digimon. I don't remember this one. This was the Armor of Friendship, right, Pi? For Vmon's Digivolve form. While you have a Digimon of Armor form and its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements, so you can use it with any armored Digivolve. I guess that's kind of cool. 2,000 DP and piercing for the turn. When this Digimon attacks and deletes an opponent's Digimon, survives the battle, it performs any security checks it normally would. Scorpiomon again. Fangmon has so many fucking Scorpiomons by the end of this. On God. Retaliation when this Digimon's deleted after losing a battle. Delete the Digimon it was battling. I think this would be better if it was like an inherited effect as this effect. I guess you could suicide with it, right? So if you wanted to get rid of Digimon, you just put out your Fangmon, 5 cost or 2 cost Digivolution, and then attack. And then you just destroy them. We've seen this one. Betsumon. Master Tyrannomon. All of your Digimon of Tyrannomon and their names gain Security Attack +1. Security Attack +1 inherited effect. That's a pretty sick inherited effect, actually. I'm not hot on the regular effect, but a level 4 Digivolve as well is pretty expensive for a level 5, or 4 cost for a level 5. This is normally like a 6 cost Digivolve. But This inherit effect is awesome. Security attack plus 1 inherit effect is very strong. So who knows if that's going to get play or not. Another Cyclonemon, Rasenmon Fury Mode. This is a non-holo Rasenmon Fury Mode? I thought it only came holo. So end of attack, you can digivolve this Digimon into a Rasenmon in your hand. Ignore its Digivolution requirements and without paying its Digivolution cost. End of turn, trash the top card of your security stack. So you really only want to be using this when you have Rasenmon, I guess. And then when you can get the inherit effect if you digivolve to Rasenmon. When this card is trashed the Digivolution card by Rasenmon's effect, unsuspend one of your Digimon, get plus 3,000 DP for this turn. So I don't know what Rasenmon's effect is, but I'm assuming you can trash a card under you. So you could attack with this, digivolve to Rasenmon at the end of the attack, use Rasenmon's effect, get rid of this, and then unsuspend Rasenmon again with the plus 3,000 DP. Chimeramon, we already seen this one. Giga Death. Suspend your opponent's Digimon, then place up to 10 of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon at the bottom of their owner's decks in any order. Very cool. And then Black War Greymon. If this Digimon has a red Digivolution card, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon. If this Digimon has a black Digivolution card, choose any number of your opponent's Tamers. A chosen card's play cost must add up to 6 or less, delete the card. So you can just delete opponent's cards. When the opponent Digimon is deleted, unsuspend this Digimon. That's kind of a cool effect. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess it'd be good. There we go. The Angemon again that you can digivolve into and gets recover, plus 1. Lightning Blade, we've seen that. You start to see a lot of duplicates eventually on the commons. Pokuamon, players can't ignore Digivolution requirements. That's probably a decent effect. Psychomon, this is a good effect. Players can't reduce play costs, so you cannot reduce your play costs. Master Tyrannomon, we've seen this already. Armor Texture, trash the top. You can play this without color requirements if you have a Digimon Armor form in play. Also, it costs 0, which is interesting. Trash the top card of one of your Digimon Armor form and its traits. Then you may digivolve one of your Digimon to a Digimon in your hand with Armor form and its traits for its Digivolution cost. If you do unsuspend that Digimon. So I'm assuming then you attack with your Armor Digimon, and then you play this card, and then you trash the top one. So let's say Flamedramon. And then you can digivolve into Digimon, who then unsuspends, then you could attack again. So this is like to get a free attack. But I would be scared to like just attack with an a champion level Digimon, unless it's the Flamedramon, because he gets plus 3,000 DP. So around 8,000 DP is your sweet spot. I lost the battle last night because I had a 12,000 DP Digimon out. And I attacked security, and they had a 13,000 DP Digimon in security. It was just super bad luck, and I couldn't recover from then. Play one level 3 Digimon card of free and its traits from your hand, security effect, or trash without paying its memory cost. Cool. If you guys use the Vmon line, that's pretty decent. All Digimon are unsuspended. This Digimon is plus 1,000 DP, okay. Kari again. Isaryujin. Digivolution 1 of your opponent's Digimon. Trash up to 1 card on the top one of your opponent's Digimon. If it has no Digivolution cards, it becomes level 3 Digimon. You can't trash any more cards. You can place a card of X antibody and its traits. I don't know why I keep saying antibody. We're antibody. X antibody and its traits from your hand as a bomb Digivolution card of one of your black Digimon. If X antibody and its traits, to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with card cost of 1 or less. So you can de-digivolve, meaning you tape off the top card, put it down, and then you can put an X antibody card under one of your Digimon, and then you can delete a Digimon from your opponent's side that has cost of 4 or less. Security effect, one of your opponent's Digimon, de-digivolve, and then delete. Oh, that's pretty sick security effect. Frost Velgamon. This is the one that I had out that had 12,000, and I thought I had the battle in hand, but then I attacked security and they had 13,000 security. It was pretty bullshit. So when digivolving, trash the top Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards from its hand. I like this effect. So you can just trash a Digivolution, and then you can return if they don't have any Digivolutions left. A lot of blues get rid of Digivolutions, so it's pretty common to be faced without Digivolutions. Opponent's turn, all of your opponent's Digimon gain, when attacking, trash the bottom Digivolution card of the Digimon. So whenever your opponent attacks, they have to trash Digivolution cards, if they have any. which is very cool because if you're running like Joe and Sora, the Tamers, which I do, I have 4 of them. For each Joe and Sora, if your opponent has a Digimon without Digivolution cards, you get 2 extra memory on your start of your turn, which is awesome. Galemon, if this Digimon is suspended, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP to its owner hand. Cool, so if you attacked and you Digivolved into this and suspended, you can return a Digimon to your opponent's hand. Inherit effect, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Ooh, kind of cool, I guess. Alright, what do we got next? Akakimon. He's a... I don't know which one is Akakimon. I'm assuming this devilish-looking pencil with 2 different colored feet here. Nothing special. Psychomon again, can't reduce play costs. Armor text, we saw that before. Scorpiomon, level 6 Shark. Interesting about him, no effect, obviously, so he's going to have a cheaper cost. Only costs 3 memory to Digivolve to, and has very high DP, 13,000. Kikimon, Scorpiomon, Fire Rocket. Well, you have a Digimon with armor form in its traits in play. You may use this card without meeting its color requirements. So if you have any armor Digimon, you can just use it. One of your Digimon with 2 or more colors gains security attack +1 for the turn. And then security effect is delete one of your opponent's Digimon with blocker. You have to have the 2 or more colors. Another TK, good, because I want the TKs for me. I'm thinking about getting rid of Matt for TK. You had the old bull, now you need the young buck, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go from Matt to TK. A Hawkmon, you're the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 2-color red among them to your hand. This is good for your DNA Digivolve and your Armor Digivolve. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, but you can only... Okay, top 4. Yeah, it's still pretty decent. This is like like how Bokomon is for hybrids or Scorpiomon is for hybrids. Not bad. And it only costs 3 to play too, which isn't bad at all. Skull Knightmon, Cavalier Mode. Name of this card, Digimon, is also treated as Skull Knightmon and Deadly Axemon. When Digivolve, this Digimon gains jamming. This Digimon can't be deleted in battles against Security Digimon and Blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's pretty sick. So you're either going to be attacking Security for free or having a blocker up to block. Another red Gamamon, decent card. And then Davis Modamiya and Ken Ichijoji. Starting your main phase, if you have a blue Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. If you have a green Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. This is pretty cool, like those other ones I was showing you, where if it's this color, gain a memory, you know? But it's a blue-green high, dual color, 2-color. I love their little Digivices here. And then when one of your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, you may suspend this tamer to unsuspend that Digimon. That is sick, too. This is a good card. So if they Digivolve into a 2-color Digimon, you could attack, Digivolve, suspend this, unsuspend, attack again. I'm assuming if you have a blue and a green in play, or 2-color blue-green, you gain 2 memory at the start of your turn, which is really, really good. Like, guaranteed 2 memory is pretty sick. I love the Tamers. I'm a big fan of all the Tamer cards. I think they're cool. I just think they're neat. Since we're seeing so many duplicates, we're more quickly getting to like the cool holos at the back. Akakimon, Hookmon again, Grazimon, Mushroomon, Frozomon. It's a blocker, so it can block when a Digimon attacks. Level 5, well, your opponent has a Digimon with a Digivolution card in play. This Digimon can't attack. That's weird. When a Digivolution card of an opponent's Digimon is trashed, return over your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. So Pissmon we've seen already too. Elecmon. Innocence Blizzard, so now I've got 3 of these. I don't know if I want more than 1 in my deck, or even 1 at all. Black Gatomon, that's kind of cool. I didn't even know this Digimon existed. It's a rush, so it can attack the turn it comes into play. So you can pay 5 to play it, which I don't know why you would, because that's kind of expensive to play a 6,000 DP rusher. When this Digimon is deleted after losing a battle, delete the Digimon it was battling, so that's a pretty sick inherited effect. Could be sick, I mean. Crimson Blaze, reduce the memory cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each Digimon your opponent has in play. Delete all of your opponent's Digimon of 6,000 DP or less. Your opponent can't play Digimon by effects till the end of their turn, next turn. So if your opponent has 4 Digimon in play, let's say, then you can use this for 2. Meh. Galemon. So now we have a holo Galemon. We have a bunch of non-holos. Not happy with that. And then a Ryumon. So you may place one card of X antibody and its traits from your hand on this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card, or to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with play cost 7 or less when Digivolving. Your turn once per turn. When one of your effects places a Digivolution card under this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP and can't be deleted by your opponent's effects till the end of your opponent's next turn. That's kind of cool. Inherited effect by being a level 6. If this Digimon has Alphamon in its name, unsuspend it at the end of attack. That is insane. So I'm guessing you would just use that for an Alphamon. Oh no, nematodes. Ginryumon. Just the inherited effect, this Digimon has X antibody in its traits. It gains blocker. When the opponent's Digimon's attacks, you can suspend this to block. That's actually really good for X antibody. And it only costs 2 to Digivolve. Or you just throw it from your hand under an X antibody like they like to do. Exermon, Ankylomon. We already saw this. You bleed Digimon minus 3000. Soulmon. Ultimate Brachiomon. Kikimon. Did I skip one? Oh, Snow Agumon. Trash top Digivolution of one of your opponent's Digimon on play. Plasma Shot. While you have a Digimon of Armor Form and its traits in play, you can use this card without meeting its color requirements. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP for the turn, and all your opponent's Digimon get minus 1,000 DP for the turn for each card of Armor Form and its traits in your trash. So you can really take out, if you have a lot of armor. So this is a good card for yellow. Or, yeah, for yellow specifically, because they do the minus, but I guess for anyone if you want to destroy Digimon. Fremon, and if you're using armors. 3 more security cards. This Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP. Kogamon. When this Digimon is deleted after losing battle, delete Digimon it was battling. Okay. Ooh, shiny black Agumon. This is kind of cool. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card of Greymon its name and 1 card of Dragonkin and its traits among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So you can search for a Greymon or a Dragonkin. And then another Flame Dramon. This is my second one. So it gets plus 3,000 DP and he has Armor Purge. But a lot of good red cards. A lot of good black cards. A lot of good purple cards. Ginryumon. Snow Agumon. Candlemon. Inherited effect. When you play another purple Digimon, gain 1 memory. Miss Memory Boost. This is going to go to Mamemon, right? Trash 2 cards of your deck and draw 1. Then place this card in your battle area. And then on your next turn, you can just gain 2 memory. So same as any other memory boost. So you can draw 1, trash 2, which is good for purple. Black Greymon, Fire Rocket, Ankylomon, Plasma Shot, Kogamon, Gorimon. Holo Myotismon. Trash top 2 cards of your deck. Then you play 1 Yukio Oikawa from your trash without paying its memory cost. That's fucking good. Yukio Oikawa is a very strong effect for Myotismon. If this Digimon has Myotismon in its name, you may play 1 Yukio from your hand or trash suspended without paying its memory cost. Sweet. And then Yuji Musia. So this is the X Antibody Tamer. One of your Digimon of X Antibody and its traits is moved from your breeding area to your battle area, gain 1 memory and draw 1 card. That's kind of cool if you're running X Antibody. When one of your black Digimon of X Antibody and its traits attacks, you may suspend this Tamer to place 1 card X Antibody and its traits from your hand under that Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. So this is really good Tamer for X Antibody because you want to be constantly placing cards under other cards and getting the inherited effects from X Antibody. So Frozomon, Akilomon. This was wasn't this a DNA Digivolution? No. This was, because in the beginning of Season 2 Adventure, they only had Armored Digivolution. And then later on, they gained the ability to just normal Digivolve the champion. So this is when it could normal Digivolve. It's cool, it's got the little Birdramon behind it in the art. When you would play this card from your hand, reduce its play cost by 1 if you have a yellow Digimon in play. If you have a yellow Digimon in play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. Mushroomon, Pissmon. Some of my cards, I remember I got Lucemon. Nice! Lucemon's pretty cool. I want a Lucemon. Samadhi Santi, I already seen this one. Hierimon. When I put no Digimon Digivolution cards, Digimon gets plus 1,000. Armadillomon, Cody, another Cody tamer, and then Willis, our boy Willis from fucking Digimon the movie. You know, I just recently found out that the American Digimon the movie is just 3 Japanese OVAs put together. I had no idea. So they were like 3 short Japanese OVAs. Some dude edited them together because the Pokemon movie was such a big hit. Fox wanted something similar for Digimon because Pokemon was WB at the time, I believe. So they took just 3 Japanese Digimon OVAs and edited together. That's why all 3 the Digimon movie has those 3 very distinctive different parts. So the very beginning is when they're kids and he sees Agumon and Koromon for the first time and he digivolves to Greymon to fight Parrotmon. And then when they're older, after Digimon Adventure, that's called, I think the OVA is called Digimon Children's War Game, something like that. And that one's where Diaboromon is infecting the internet and sending the nuke after them. And then the third part is when they go to America, which I don't even think in the Japanese one they actually go to America. I think they just made it in America for the American one, but I could be wrong. And they're stopping Kokomon. So the way they tied these together when they edited it for the American Digimon movie was they added Willis to the first and second OVAs. He wasn't in there originally. So they made it to like, oh, while he found Koromon, Willis also found his own Digimon. I don't know why Willis is saying this. He also found his own Digimon. And it was like the little Kokomon and Terriermon. There's an Amanda... oh, no, I remember the Amanda Anaconda part. Is it Amanda Anaconda? It's something else Anaconda. Angela. It's Angela Anaconda, isn't it? I think it's Angela. Let's see. I'm going to Google it right now. Yeah, that's the worst part of the whole thing, Pi. I remember that. It is Angela Anaconda. Yeah, that is the worst part of the... Because I had it on... You cut it out? That's smart. Dude, I had the VHS for Digimon the movie. And, like, the big one. That fucking VHS for Digimon movie was huge. It was, like, the huge blister-like box or whatever. The, like, plastic one. Some VHSs came in, like, a shitty little cardboard box you'd slip it out. This was the big daddy one. The clamshell you'd open up. But yeah, the Angela Anaconda always irritated the shit out of me. I did not like it. But, and then also Willis in the second one of Diaboromon, they had it be like, it was Willis's fault. Willis was like chatting with Izzy. He's like, oh, my friend from America, whatever. And Willis was like, oh, I'm so sorry, this is my fault. And then you find out in the third one that Willis created Diaboromon because he was trying to make a third Digimon friend. Because he wasn't happy enough with just having more than everyone else. He wanted to have way more Digimon friends than everyone else. Having 3 instead of 1. But yeah, that the whole Willis being part of it, Diaboromon, that didn't exist normally. That was an American thing. But I still think Digimon the movie is pretty fucking sick. I like that a lot. Oh, I didn't even read Willis's effect. I don't even know what the fuck he does. It's weird that he's... Oh, for Terriermon. Duh, that's why he's green. You may hatch 1 Digi-A card to an empty space in your breeding area on play. And then your turn, one of your Digimon would digivolve into a Digimon with Gargomon or Rapidmon in its name. I think Rapidmon is one of the like very useful Digimon this set. So maybe he will get more pay. Suspend this tamer, reduce Digivolution cost by 1. Suspend Digivolution cost by 1, reduced. Okay. Pulsemon, Scorpiomon, Fangmon, Top Gun. That's Sylphimon on the art. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. If you have a Digimon play with 2 or more colors, or if 2 or more colors on one of its Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7,000 DP or less instead. That's kind of sick. Oh, well, 7,000 DP is not that strong, so it's like a level 4, maybe a level 5 or lower. Mostly level 4. Possibly level 5. For 3 cost, I guess you'd have to be desperate, and you'd have to have 2 or more colors on the field already anyway. Marsmon, I was using this pretty heavily last night. Dino Human. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets 1,000 DP for the turn. It kind of looks like a fucking Ninja Turtle. It's weird looking. Shurimon, he's... Oh, we looked at this one already. Another Cody. I got Cody 2 packs in a row. This is some bullshit. And then Zyukiaomon. This is a pretty looking Phoenix card. This reminds me of Phoenixmon a lot. When digivolving, your opponent chooses one of their Digimon. Delete all Digimon other than this Digimon and your opponent's chosen Digimon. For each Digimon deleted by this effect, gain 1 memory. Ooh. That's very interesting. So if your opponent has multiple Digimon, you Digivolve. Let's say you only have one. You Digivolve to this Digimon. You make your opponent choose one Digimon. Every single Digimon he has besides the chosen one gets deleted. And I gain a memory for each Digimon deleted. And then your turn, when opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn of... for each of your opponent's Digimon deleted. So if he deleted 3, I'd get security attack +3. That's very interesting. I don't know about you guys, but when I watched the anime, I did not like Cody. Looks like a little weirdo kid. He looks like he eats glue. He was like the shy kid, right? Never been a Cody fan. Cody Hida. I liked Davis, I guess, and I liked Ken. And I think that's it. I think those are the only 2 tamers from Season 2 that I liked. Dang, dude, Cody was trying to be helpful. He was. Cody was trying to be helpful. You remember when they DNA Digivolved Cody's Digimon? I liked his Digimon a lot. The Digmon or whatever, or Kilomon. I thought he was really cool. Or Armadillomon, that's who it was. I thought Armadillomon was sick. I really liked Armadillomon, but I thought it was stupid when they DNA Digivolved towards the end of the series, and they turned into a fucking, like, a Daruma statue or some shit, like a clay statue. I was like, this is lame. Top Gun, Lightning Blade, Miss Memory Boost, Thundermon. Yeah, this card is treated as Mamemon. Pulsemon, Angemon, and then Mekamon. You may a lot of green suspend effects, I'm noticing. Spend a Digimon to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 green Digimon among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay, another Searcher. Rossimon Fury Mode again. Skull Knight Cavaliermon. Another Willis. And then Shivamon. While all of your Digimon are suspended, your opponent can't use option cards. So if I were to attack, security check, security check, security check, if they're all suspended, he can't use options. Once Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, trash the top card of your opponent's... What the fuck? So as soon as he's unsuspended, if my opponent doesn't destroy him, when it comes back to my turn and he's unsuspended, my opponent just loses top of a security stack? What the fuck? That seems crazy to me. Kikimon? Scorpiomon, Akakimon, Mogamon. Memory cost of 1 and Digivolve to level 4. That's kind of nice. But no effect, no inherit effect. Kikimon, Chimeramon, another armor Digivolve. Trash Bomb Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards gets minus 3000 DP. So it's a blue effect and then a yellow effect, the minus DP thing. Cherubimon, yellow Cherubimon. When you play this card from your hand, you may delete one of your purple Cherubimon and reduce this card's play cost by 8. For each tamer you have in play, activate the effect below. If one of your opponent's Digimon gets security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. Yoli, red for each red Digimon in play, gain a memory. Whenever your Digimon 2 or more colors attacks, you spend this tamer, delete one of your opponent's Digimon 3000 or less. Another Zulongmon. So now I've got 3 of these fucking Zulongmons. I can see a Gazimon. Yep, Gazimon. Captain Hookmon. Alekmon. Fangmon. Betsumon. Dramogamon. Mamemon. It's a weird looking card. It looks like a baby head. You may return up to 4 Digimon cards with Mamemon on their names from your hand that are trashed to the top of your deck in any order. If you return 3 or more cards with this effect, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Meh. The Vmon again for the top 4 card deck searcher for a 2-color, blue. Demimeramon, pretty good. Baby for purple. Cyclonemon. Another Black Agumon. And then Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode. So I have now the alternate art and the non-alternate art for this. Put them next to each other. So the regular and the alternate art for Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode. Beetle Gamamon again. Spinalmon, Mamemon, Captain Hookmon, Ultimate Brockemon, Thundermon, Lightning Blade, Hawkmon, Hayorimon, Armadillomon. Another Davis and Ken. Nice. I think this is going to be a very useful card for like blue decks or dual decks. And then we've got Liger Mon. This is the one. Cost 2 Digiroll from Mamemon. When Digivolving, suspend when your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Decided not to do it this time. You can see another Angemon. Angemon, Soulmon, Exermon, Scorpiomon, Armor Texture, Surfamon, Master Tyrannomon, Pandemonium Flame. You may do one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's unspent Digimon for level less. Oh, we saw that one before. Greymon, baby again. When Digimon has 6,000 DP or more, draw 1. Pretty good baby for red. Kari, another memory setter for yellow. Another Yuji. And then a Creepymon. When Digivolving, trash top 2 cards of your deck for each of your opponent's Digimon in play. If you trash 4 more cards with this effect, you may play 1 level 5 or lower purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory costs. When attacking, once per turn, for every 10 cards in your trash, which purple, you're going to have a lot of cards in your trash, trash top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, and this Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP for the turn. That's amazing. So every time he attacks, for every 10 cards in your trash, you can trash the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. And Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP. Holy shit. No wonder it's expensive. That's crazy. Battle Gamamon, Candlemon, Patamon, Karatenemon, Spinalmon. I like how these guys have like full art when they don't have effects. It looks pretty cool. I like that they do that. They could easily just be like the Battle Gamamon here for level 6 and just be like, it doesn't do shit. But they go to the full art instead. It makes it a little more special. Disaster Blaster. Chimeramon, another Demi-Devimon, Santi Fremon, another Frost Velgermon. I've got like 3 or 4 of these now. And then another Sylphimon. I've got 2 of these. Oh, perfect open. That's good luck. Perfect open. Hookmon, Kokuomon, Psychmon, Surfymon, Armor Texture, Akakimon, Master Tyrannomon, Pandemonium Flame, Terriermon, TK Takeishi. I've got like 3 TKs now. Another Dark Gaia Force. Nice. Would like to have 4 of these. And another Liger Mon. Wow. 2 Liger Mons. 2 Dark Gaia Forces. I'm very happy with Dark Gaia Force. There's only so many secrets and alternate arts guaranteed per box. So we may have seen everything we're going to see that's good. We got the Secret Creepymon, Akakimon, Kokuomon, Psychmon, Captain Hookmon, Mushroomon, Kikimon, Fire Rocket, Ryujimon, Bidimon, Digimon, Yukio Oikawa. This is the very good from Malamyotismon. I've got another one of these I got for my pre-release packs, and I've got 2. Maybe it'd be cool to make a Malamyotismon deck for this set. Just purple, just be a dickhead. Big evil bastard. One of your Digimon from Myotismon and its name is deleted. You may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. End of opponent's turn. If this tamer is suspended, you may delete this tamer to play Malamyotismon from your trash without playing its cost. So a lot of purple effects send cards from your deck to your trash. That was Orochimaru before Naruto. It was Orochimaru before Naruto. And so then if I send Malamyotismon to my trash, I could somehow trash my Myotismon, suspend him, and then on my opponent's turn, I can delete him and bring Malamyotismon to the field. And then a Magnamon, pretty sick card. Magnamon, you'll recall, was from Digimon the movie. He's a blocker, so he can block. He has Armor Purge. When Digivolving, I can unsuspend, and it gets plus 2,000 DP till the end of your opponent's next turn for each card of Armor Form and its traits in your trash. Pretty sick. Magnamon, pretty awesome. This is an awesome card. I like him. I'm a fan of Magnamon. I should be sleeving these shinies right away, but I'm not for some reason. I just realized I'm like stacking them on top of each other. Oh well, I'm going to sleeve them at the end. We're almost done. Exermon. Ultimate Brachiomon, the boy. Soulmon, the Ghosties. Battle Gamamon, Ankylomon, Miss Memory Boost. Genryumon, Bibimon, Kari Kamiya, Ice Iryujin. Another Davis and Ken. This is my third one in this box. That's crazy. Oh, no fucking way. Chimeramon. This card is fucking sick. This is a sick-ass card. Chimeramon. This is the card that everyone wants from this set. Because it can DNA Digivolve from any 2 level 4s. Meaning that you can just fucking switch into them as a new Digimon. You can place 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card from your trash on this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. The 4 of your opponent's Digimon get minus 1,000 DP for each of the Digimon colors until the end of your opponent's next turn. This Digimon is treated as also having the colors of its Digivolution cards, whilst Digimon has 4 more colors, it gets plus 4,000 DP. This is a fucking sick card. Is this the alternate art? I say that every time. Because this doesn't look like the normal Chimeramon. Dude, if I got the Chimeramon alternate, that would make this box fucking god tier. Yeah, this is the alternate art Chimeramon. This is a $60 card. So this is now my most expensive card that I own. This is fucking wild. Holy shit. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. I got so many good cards in this box. Insane box. Holy fuck. Oh, it's blowing my mind right now. This is awesome. I gotta sleeve this bad boy right away. Right away. I can't wait till Friday when I can tell everyone else at the place and they're fucking jealous. Oh, it's backwards. Alternate Chimeramon. Holy shit. This is insane. Oh, fuck yeah. Badass. That is badass. That makes this box so worth it. Magnamon. Miss Memory Boost. If I don't get cards that are good for decks, the art is worth it. Yeah, the art is so good on the Digimon cards, too. The art is fantastic on these cards. Candlemon. Akilamon, Xermon, Catch Mamemon, Top Gun, Chimeramon, Black Gatomon, Namekamon, Hero Amanakawa. I was hoping I would get more of these because my girlfriend uses red. Like I said, she uses the Galamon star that she chained a little, and she has no red memory setters. She's forced to use other colored memory setters. So this one, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. When you attack a Digimon with Galamon in its name or is level 5 or higher, you may suspend this tamer to have one of your Digimon get plus 2,000 DP. It's a decent effect. Another Yuji. I've got 3 Yujis. I'm on the last 2 packs. Hookmon, Top Gun, Skull Satamon, Lightning Blade, Thundermon, Snow Agamon, Since Blizzard, Black Gatomon, Crimson Blaze, a regular Halcyon, so you've got the pre-release and the normal one. And then Metal Greymon, black and red. When Digivolving, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. That's cool. Whilst Digimon has Dragonkin or Machinist traits, it can also attack your opponent. Ooh, that's crazy. She's going to like this one. This is the last pack. Last pack luck. Crotonmon, Metal Galemon, Spinalmon, Ginryomon, Disaster Blaster, Frozomon, Thundermon, Cherubimon, Demidevimon, Crimson Blaze. We've got a Digimon, so I've got 2 Digimon now. I got one from my pre-release set as well. One of your points, a suspended Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP. And then another Flame Hell Scythe. Nice. Nice. I've got a lot of really expensive cards. I had a buddy who said he wasn't going to buy the box because the price goes down. I don't know if that's true for all of the boxes. I know it went down for Classic Collection. And I think it may have gone down for BT7. But like BT5 and BT6 are more expensive. I had to pay fucking like $82 for a fucking Battle of Omni box when I got it. So I don't know. There's a lot of good cards in here. Awesome. So let's see at the end here. Got this big ass stack of cards. Look at all these cards here. Just a ton of like duplicate common cards. Got this much smaller stack of holos. 2 holos per pack, so we should have 48 holos overall. And then Chimeramon. Alternate art, sick Chimeramon. Makes the whole thing worth it. See you later. Have a good night. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Catch ya. Catch ya later. I don't know why I just say catch ya. Does anyone just say catch ya? Whatever. I'm bad at saying goodbye. See ya.